Now, what is emerging mental disorders? Well, it really is an extension of our original work in early intervention and psychosis, but we've recognised that all the major mental disorders emerge for the first time in young people under 25, and particularly in adolescents and young adults. And there's been very little study until recently of these early stages of illness. Many young people have no access to care, and very few people have been able to actually engage and understand what young people in the early stages of illness go through. Now, these illnesses, they are illnesses in a general sense because they're health problems that affect people's lives and functioning, but they're not neatly divided into boxes or categories, as we often hear in diagnostic manuals. The young people have obviously not read the textbooks properly because they present with a whole range of fluid and flexible sort of symptoms, and these symptoms influence each other. They influence other things like personality development. They influence their use of substances and other coping strategies. And what we see as health professionals, particularly in headspace centres and the front line, is young people with problems and distress, and they're really struggling with their lives. We want to study how these illnesses evolve. We want to understand why they are developing at that particular point in time, and also obviously what we can do to support those young people and to give them expert help to recover, and at the same time build on their resilience and their family support and the support of their peers to help them have a full recovery and a contributing life. Well, one of the key frameworks that we use to study this area and also to test treatments and interventions is the staging framework. So just like in cancer, arthritis, other health problems, we have to recognise different stages of illness. Not all forms of illness are progressive, of course. Some people just have a mild problem and they recover, but other people do progress through more serious stages. So looking at it in this stepwise way is the way to sort of study it. It's also the way to treat it in a sort of a proportional way, so we don't over-treat. One of the things that we have in mental health is a fear of overuse of medication. Well, a staging model is a good antidote to that because we offer simple interventions first, such as exercise or information and support. And if those simple interventions don't work for these early stages, then we can move on to more complex interventions and more intensive things like more specialised forms of psychotherapy. And medication, plays a role a bit further down the track too. So this stepwise approach is really important for how we go about our research and our approach to the problem.